In this video, I'll show you how to make a completely customized landing page for Halloween, and you can create any kind of Halloween themed landing page by using this example. You'll learn how to use SeedProd, how to install it, how to create layouts and add animated headlines, insert text, buttons, and videos into your page, as well as navigation for search and social media icons. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. So in this video, we'll be using SeedProd. It's the best drag and drop WordPress website builder. So we're gonna head over to seedprod.com, or you can click the link in the description below. And once you're here, you're gonna select Get SeedProd Now and select the account that makes the most sense for you. I'm gonna be using the Pro version in this video. Once you have an account set up with SeedProd, we're going to click on login at the top here. And on the left-hand side here, put your email address and your password in and click login. Once you're logged in, let's click on downloads. It's the second tab from the left here. And then we're going to click on download SeedProd Pro. We also need the license key here in the bottom left-hand corner. Go ahead and copy this to your clipboard. Great, we can go ahead and close this tab. Next, I'm going to log into WordPress in my dashboard. And let's install the plugin. On the left-hand side, go to plugins and add new, and upload plugin. Here you can click on choose file and select the zip file that we just downloaded. Next, let's click on install now and activate plugin. Here we can paste the license key that we copied earlier and click verify key. You should see a green success message in the top right corner. Great, now that SeedProd's installed, we can go ahead and click on landing pages under SeedProd, and we'll come to this page. Here I want to click on add new landing page. Now you can select one of the pre-made templates that we have that come with SeedProd, or you can click on a blank template, which I'm going to do. So click the check mark here and give your page a name. I'm just going to call mine Halloween and click save and start editing the page. Great, the first thing I want to do is start it with the main layout. So here we can see choose your layout, and I'm going to select the 2 columns here. Let's go ahead and select this. And now we can see a row with 2 columns on either side. So for my background color on the main page, I'm going to go with some type of gray color, maybe a dark gray. And then on this row, I'm actually going to have a background image on this as well. It's going to be a Halloween decorated image. And I actually use Midjourney, an AI program, to create that image, but you can get the Halloween images from your favorite source or create your own as well. So to add the background image, we can click here on row settings. And on the left-hand side, we can see the options change for the row. Right here, we have background image. And I'm going to click on use your own image. Here, I'm going to upload the file that I want to use. Great. Once it's uploaded, let's click on select. Now you won't be able to see the whole image until we have content inside here, but it'll expand as we go. For the background position, I'm going to use full screen cover. The other thing I want to change here is you can change the width of your row. I'm going to go somewhere around 1200 or 1250. That looks fine to me. Great. Now let's start with our first element, our first block, and I'm going to put a headline here. It's going to be an animated headline. So we can click on the blocks and come back, and let's do a quick search for animated, and we can find the animated headline and just drag that in here. Let's click on the options or the settings for this block. Now it's hard to see this, so let's go under advanced here, and we can change the stroke color and the color. So the text color here, I'm just going to have as white. And for the stroke color, I'm going to go with some type of Halloween color, maybe a little bit orange, maybe a little bit of a darker, brighter orange like this. I like that. Let's come back to the content. We can actually update the text that we have. So we have this shape. I'm actually going to change this to, I think I'll go with curly. And we have the before headline and the after. I'm going to get rid of both of these. And the middle text here is what will actually be animated. There we go. So I changed the texture to Happy Halloween. And you can play with the settings here if you like, and the alignment and the size. So for the font size, I'm going to increase this a little bit. Now we might want to change the actual font that we want to use first because it could be a different size. So I'm going to come under advanced here and topography. And for font family, you can select whatever you like. I'm going to go with one called Acme. And there you go. It looks kind of like a Halloween font. Now I can come back to content and adjust the font size. Now I want everything on one line, so I'll keep it somewhere around here. I think that looks fine. Next, I'm going to come back to the blocks, and I'm going to empty the search bar here. And I'm just going to use the text and drag that right underneath my animated headline. Let's go ahead in here. And you can put whatever text you like in here. You could add a list and multiple paragraphs. Whatever information you are trying to sell to the user would be a good place to put this text here. For now, I'm going to keep the lorem ipsum dummy text here, and I'm going to change this to white as well. So there we go. And I'm actually going to come down under spacing here and add a little bit of a padding. I think maybe I'll put 25 or 50 on each side. Let's try 50. That might be a little bit much, but I'm going to leave that for now. Come back to content and increase the font size just a bit. Okay, great. Now the last thing I want on this side is a button at the bottom. So here we can look for the button. It's under standard, and just drag and bring that down here. Let's click on the button settings here, and let's update the text. Now you can put whatever text you like here, depending on what you're trying to sell or do. I'm just going to put learn more, and they can click through to a product page or a service page or a contact page. You have button subtext that you can put here and the link itself to where you want it to go. You also have the size here. If you look under alignment, you can go to the left, middle, right, or you have this option here, which will go the full width of the container. Great. I'm going to minimize the button and come down to the icons, and you can choose a before and after. Just to keep with the theme, I'm going to look for spider, and we can put one on the left there and maybe even one on the right, just to kind of bring some attention to the button itself. On the next tab at the top, we have templates here, and I'm just going to use the pill button. And then I'm going to come under advanced and customize this. So for the typography, I'm going to go back and check the Acme font again. I think that looks good. And select regular. And then we have the font size here that you can adjust. I'll do somewhere around 25. And I think that looks good. Now for the color, I'm just going to change this to white. And I'm going to actually use a border here, somewhere around 5.4. I'm going to keep the same width of the squiggle up here, the curly under the animated headline. And we'll change it to that same color. So here, I'll actually change over to the animated and come under advanced and get the color code here. You can right click this and copy it, and then just bring that back over, bring that down to bottom border color, and you can paste that here. There you go. And I might actually bring this up just one. I think that looks good. Now the button does look a little wide here, so we could use spacing to change that. If you come under, uncheck the button here for padding, and we can do the left and the right side. So I'll do maybe 25 or 50, and I can do 50 on the right side as well. And that'll bring the button in on both sides. Okay, great. I want to add a little bit of spacing at the top and the bottom here. So I'm actually going to select the whole row here. And there we go. We can come under advanced and spacing right here and do the same thing for the top and bottom. Let's try 50. And there you go. So we have some space along the top and the bottom now. Now you can put whatever you want on the right-hand side. Maybe you could put a full form here for people to put in their information. You can capture their data. I was thinking of putting in actually a video, and you could put a video message maybe for the Halloween or a special that you're doing. So I'll drag the video block over here, and you can click on the block settings, and you have YouTube or custom. I'm just going to use YouTube, so you can upload your video to YouTube and then paste the URL right in here. So I just found a random video here that kind of matches the style. And you can see that that puts a video right here that people can easily click and watch. Once they're happy, they can go ahead and click on learn more and head to your closing page. The next thing I want to do is add a gray background on the back here. To do that, we actually just go to the global settings here in the bottom left-hand corner and click on the cogwheel. Here we have background and background color. I'm just going to go with some type of darkish gray right around here. I think that looks good. You could go with maybe even an orange, but I didn't want to overwhelm the page and be too bright with too many colors here, and let the middle piece or the middle content kind of pop off the page. And then I'm going to select again the full row here that we have. And I'm going to put a drop shadow on this. So let's go under advanced, and we can come down to shadow and then custom. So here I'm actually going to change the color to black, and the blur, let's increase that. You can see it here. And then you can play with the horizontal and the vertical positioning. If you want it left, right, or however you like. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. Okay, there you go. Once you're happy, I'm actually going to click on the black color again. And now that we're done positioning it, I'm going to take this little slider and bring the opacity of it down just slightly. So you can see the shadow, but it's not overwhelming there. There you go. You can see that it looks like it's now popping off the page quite a bit. Okay, great. So I just want to add a bar at the top of this. So I'm going to add a new row here, and it's going to be the same thing, just 2 columns. And I'm going to click this and move the whole row right above here. Great. Now on the left-hand side, I want some social media icons. And on the right-hand side, I want to add a search bar so people could follow you on your social accounts, or if they like, they could search your website. You could even put a menu up here if you like for other pages of your website, or a call to action button, or anything else that you can think of. So on the left-hand side here, I'm going to get my social profiles. It's under advanced, and drag this into the left side. And then in the search blocks here on the left, I'm going to type in search, and I'm actually going to take this search form and put it on the right side. Okay, great. Let's customize these. The first thing I want to do is you can see they're not really aligned perfectly. So I'm going to select the row settings here, and I'm going to make sure that they're vertically aligned in the middle. You can see that that changes the position so they're equal. The next thing I want to do is change the width here so it's even with our content on the bottom. And I also want to change the background color here. So I'm going to add maybe black and then use this slider to bring down the color, but I just want it slightly darker, somewhere around there. Great. For the social media icons, let's go ahead and select these. And I'm going to align these to the left side. And you can put which ones you want here for the icons, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can add new ones. You can change the order and customize these. You can just simply click on the settings for one and put your URL to your social media account inside there. Here we have the default or stacked styles and the size. I'm going to go under templates here and I'm going to select one of these. I think maybe the bottom one is fine. And I'll come back up to the top under advanced. And I'm going to change these to white. Great, I think that looks good. I might make them a little bit more compact, somewhere around 5 space between them. And I'm happy with that. For the search bar on the right-hand side, let's go ahead and select this. I'm going to leave everything alone here except the alignment. I'm just going to change this to the right side and come under advanced. And I just want to change the button background. I'm going to change this to black. And then the icon for the button color, I'm going to put this to white just to match the theme. Now, I'm not making them super bright up here because this isn't the main focus of the page. We want them to read the content, check out the video, and click the link. But if they do want to check out the social profiles in the search now, that is available. Okay, great. Now, let's just go ahead and select the purple background here. This is the section. And I just want to add some spacing. You can change this to however you like. Right here under spacing and padding, we can uncheck this. The left and right, I'm just going to put to 0. We don't need this. But the top, I'm going to do maybe about 100. Add a little space here. And on the bottom, maybe about 200, just so it goes down the page a little bit. There you go. Again, you can adjust this however you wish. If you notice, there's actually particle backgrounds here, and we can enable this. And we actually have, under the style, we have a Halloween mode here. So you might want to use this as well to add a little bit of a decoration to your page, especially for the Halloween holiday. So if we bring this down, you can make them a little bit opaque. You can actually click on advanced settings here and fine tune these. So maybe you only want, say, 5 of these, but you want to make them large. You can go ahead and do that and change the movement speed so they're a little bit slower. And you can customize that however you wish. For this example, I'm just going to turn them off for now and keep it nice and clean. You can save your page and click the down arrow and publish this and click on See Live Page. And there you go. You can see the final product. And of course, you can customize this however you wish, add whatever you want to the page itself. You can install WooCommerce and add your products at the bottom with a product grid and showcase anything you like. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed using SeedProd, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out these videos to learn more. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.